when Africa's martyr was mocked and racism exposed the line. What happens when racism meets Africa's memory? One team mocked Africa's martyr, Patrice Lumumba, and discovered Africa still draws lines. This story is not about one match. It's not even about one country. It's about identity, belonging, and the silent tension many Africans avoid discussing. Who really sees themselves as African, and who doesn't? When racism enters the game, history always responds.
Patrice Lumumba represents resistance, dignity, and African self-determination. Yet during a heated football encounter involving Algeria, multiple incidents were reported. Racist gestures, racial slurs, disrespectful references toward Black African opponents. Symbolic mockery that many interpreted as targeting African identity itself. For many Africans watching, this wasn't new. Across decades, North African versus Sub-Saharan tensions have repeatedly surfaced in football. Players accused of racial abuse. Matches suspended or investigated. Quiet apologies, loud denials. Behind closed doors, many Africans openly say what is rarely stated publicly. Some North African Arabs do not see themselves as African, but as Arab first, African only on paper. This belief didn't start on the pitch. Football only exposed it.
Algeria benefits from African platforms, African tournaments, African solidarity, African protection. Yet moments like this reveal a deeper fracture. African when it brings advantage, distant when African identity is challenged. Nigeria's response wasn't emotional. It was symbolic. Nigeria stepped in to defend dignity, not nationality. Not Congo, not Black Africa, but African respect itself. The message was quiet but unmistakable. You cannot stand on Africa while denying Africa. Racism always exposes identity. Football only accelerates the truth. Africa is learning that unity cannot survive pretending. It survives only when lines are drawn and respected. Can Africa truly unite if some still deny being African? Or is this conversation long overdue?
Let's see how this moment is strengthening Sub-Saharan Africa and shaping a true Africa consciousness, not division. 1. Africa's red lines are being redrawn. The reaction showed that African dignity now has boundaries. Mockery, racial disrespect, or denial of African identity is no longer brushed aside. This is a turning point. Africa is learning to defend symbols like Patrice Lumumba as continental property, not tribal memory. Moral lesson: unity begins when respect becomes non-negotiable. 2. Sub-Saharan Africa is finding a shared voice. What stood out was not one country reacting, but many Africans agreeing quietly, instinctively. From West Africa to Central and Southern Africa, the sentiment was the same. Enough is enough. This alignment is rare and powerful. Moral lesson: true Africa emerges when different nations respond with one moral compass. 3. Identity is no longer a private conversation. For decades, Africans whispered about identity tensions behind closed doors. This moment forced the conversation into the open, calmly but firmly. Sub-Saharan Africa is no longer apologizing for asserting Black African identity, shared historical pain, shared liberation heroes. Moral lesson: a united Africa cannot be built on silence or denial.
4. Power doesn't always look like force. Nigeria's stance showed a new African strategy. No chaos, no insults, no violence, just symbolic pressure, withdrawal of support, and moral clarity. This is maturity, not weakness. Moral lesson: Africa is learning influence, not just reaction. 5. True Africa is being defined by values, not geography. This moment made something clear. Being African is no longer just about borders or organizations. It's about respecting African history, African pain, and African heroes. Those who stand with that vision are embraced. Those who mock it isolate themselves. Moral lesson: true Africa is a mindset, and Sub-Saharan Africa is leading it. What looked like a football controversy was actually a continental awakening. Sub-Saharan Africa didn't divide. It consolidated. It remembered who it is and who it stands for. Is Africa finally ready to define unity on its own terms? instead of inherited ones? Let us know in the comment section and hit the like button for this message to reach many people. Subscribe for more Pan-African contents.